Hello and welcome to Channel Sport on Sunday. I am Ken Ochonogo. And I tell you, before we left last week, we told you that Sao Tome and Principe, that they've played their last 19 matches, that these guys have 3 wins, a draw, and 15 losses. I remember they were just hammered 5-1 by Guinea-Bissau before before when they played. They didn't come right out. That doesn't before they came to play. How they came to play us? But we all went there to Morocco because that's where their home matches are being played, and then the result. The result. At the great Ernest Okoye said you can count them on both fingers. 5 plus 5. We scored 10 without a reply, and that is the highest margin of victory by the Super Eagles of Nigeria, from when they were the Red Devils to the Green Eagles and the Super Eagles, and the transition. So you can think the transition from those 2 losses to Mexico and Ecuador, and then coming in to come and play our guys here, Sierra Leone, on that pitch in Abuja, told us something that. When they got to Morocco and they saw the pitch, one of the players whispered to them and said, "Guy, we'll go kill this move for here today." I tell you this, and that was what happened. Victor Osimhen, knocked in 4 goals. Equally, remember when Yekini did that one with Burkina Faso 7-1 at the stadium, right there at Surulere National Stadium. So the man is saying, I am pursuing your 37 goals that you have scored. I'm getting closer. I'm still I still have about 10 years in the national team if I remain fit and also in form. So basically, with the Sierra Leone playing the Guineans and handing on the 2-2 draw, it means we are 6 points clear in the Group A, and then we are looking at Cote d'Ivoire 2023. We shall look at those. We shall see those goals because we have them, and as we move on. But let's start from home, because apart from that one, the music was so sweet when at the Diamond League yesterday evening. Toby, yes, I said, this is how of course, we call her Toby. This is Oluwa Toby Lomba. And then she did that African record in 12.41, erasing her own former record that she had created, which is 12.42 seconds, when 100 meters hurdles. She just, turned those things into a challenge, and then, brace the tape there at the Diamond League. So creating an African record is something that we are proud of. And I tell you, the World Championship will just be there, in a few months' time, right in the United States of America. So this is a great preparation for us. We've been touting the young talks, the young kids who are in the NCCA, saying, look, these are the generation next that are doing Nigeria proud, burning the tracks for us and doing it with all glory, pomp and pageantry. And here is Toby Amuson saying, yes, I am the queen of Africa. I am the queen of Nigeria. I rule the continent, and for the foreseeable future, the world I'm coming. Her time is the 3rd the leading time in the world in 2022. So she's then the top 3 runners in 2022, and she can improve of that. I think we might be seeing something at the World Championship coming in for Nigeria. Still at home, we should also look at it because they're 11 points clear. 11 points clear, and they have just 3 matches to go. The way it is looking, 4 matches to go. The way it is looking, Rivers United might just nick this league. They might just win the league with some matches to spare. I think that is the language normally we qualify with matches to spare. So the way they are running, they might just be running. We don't like Manchester City. They have to win the league on the final day. But in this one, nowhere the trophy will be before the final. I think the final day, somebody will give them a guard of honor where Rivers, because they went to Rangers, they went to the Cathedral, and then they picked up a goalless draw. We remember when they went to Aqua United and picked up also that draw too. So 2 valuable points there. It used to be 7. It was moving from 7 and 10, and right now we're talking about 11 points clear because Plateau United plays today, and if they fail to win, it means just one victory. Just one victory it would be enough, probably, for Rivers United to be crowned the NPFL 2021-2022 champions. So we'll look at where the teams are, those who are doing well, those who are struggling. I don't know what is happening. 3 weeks back or so, we say Kano Pillars were dead and buried. They came back, had some good results, but right now they are right there at the 18th position. When you see, well, we'll talk about that now. But then FIFA, yes, FIFA just announced that the 2026 World Cup host cities are out. I tell you, because you remember, this is going to be the first World Cup that will be hosted by 3 nations. We're going to talk, we're talking about Mexico. Yes, I say Mexico first because we're talking about in terms of a pedigree in FIFA World Cup history, Mexico, and this will be the 3rd time they'll be hosting. Remember, they hosted in 1970, they hosted in 1986, and here they are in 2026 again. They'll be part of the host team, host countries that will host the world, the biggest festival of football, the FIFA World Cup. So you have Mexico, and then you have the United States of America. Of course, that was when we made our debut. You remember in 1994, when that goal scored by Finidi George against the Algerians in our final qualifier, and us that bet to be right there in the World Cup. So there will be three cities. So we'll give you the list of the cities, but three cities will come from Mexico and Canada and the United States of America. So we're going to have the host cities. I said, those of you who want to prepare to go to USA in 2026, after the Winter World Cup in 2022, you now start preparing yourself because we are almost there. We shall see. FIFA is saying, here is where we are going to go to. And then we shall also see how some host countries have performed when they hosted, when they did host, which are in something they said are soccer-loving nations, and what are the other ones? Some are not so. But when you see the stats, you'll be surprised at where the soccer fever has hit, the highest feverish pitch, and then we shall know where those countries are when they hosted the FIFA World Cup. So we are having that, and also the last 32 teams. We have the final list now of the 32 teams that have qualified for the World Cup. The last qualifiers were not done on a home and away basis. You don't travel the Atlantic, you don't travel the ocean to go and do that. They were played in Doha, and then we saw two South, Peru and Costa Rica taking on New Zealand. And yes, and of course, the first match, we're saying who is going to take this, and then bam. Are we going to see the Peruvian at the World Cup? And then I will look at and say, is it Costa Rica? We shall tell you the 2 teams that joined. Hold it there. We shall tell you. Don't get too forward. Tennis, Wimbledon is just around the corner, and the players are saying, this is where we want to go. We want to be there. And then there is this controversy on Wimbledon that I say, okay, fine. The Russian born athletes will not be there because of this Ukraine-Russia, Russia's invasion of Ukraine. So that rules out the world #1. In Daniil Medvedev. But of course, but there are a lot of tournaments, that prepares them for, when we transit from the slow surface of clay to the fast surface, one of the fastest surface you can think of in tennis, which is grass. You need to play those tune-up matches so that you can get into shape, you can get into tune, you can transit and say, okay, fine, am I going to hit with so much power? Am I going to hit with so much precision and stuff, and how you're going to do that? So at the Queen's Club Championship, also at the Hill, Berrettini will be, playing right there in the final, while right there in Hill, it will be Daniel Medvedev taking off, Hubert Hawkins. So we are looking. These are the things that we shall be looking at today and see where it is. But then let us look at those goals that the Super Eagles scored against Sao Tome and Principe. The match was played in Morocco, and the Sao Tome teams were at home, not Nigeria, not the Super Eagles, And that's a pull out. That's one of I'm talking about Simon and his passes and his assists. And so there is no, when you see this, it tells you that yes, this boys mean business. Osimhen, yes, he has not scored his goal yet. You can enjoy this. You can enjoy the pitch, like we are saying. It wasn't like that at the Abuja pitch just looked, as if somebody was planting potatoes there. But the ministry have said they were going to put that pitch in shape because it is one of the 2 states that FIFA has proved for Nigeria, along with the next of champions, which they have also approved, for Nigeria as the two states that can host FIFA matches in Nigeria. That is the Abuja pitch, and let's say probably if in the next 1 or 2 months, that pitch can be put in playable shape, you know. That is Osime again, nodding in. On that day, he scored 4 goals. Of course, they came to the party, but those are the Sao Tome. They are playing at home, like I said earlier. And of course, that's a beautiful goal, scored right from the, taking it right there for a free kick by a table. So I mean, this player said, we are coming back. Probably they have scored some of these goals against Ghana. We should be among the 32 teams, that will be going to the World Cup. But as it is, we are not going there now. We're not going there at all. And those are the teams that will be going. So it is not what we expected. But then a warm up, and then this is a new team going to AFCON. If we win the AFCON, as promised. If we win the AFCON as promised by the coach said, they are going to, he's going to win the AFCON for us. So let's see if he's going to do just that. But this is what we are seeing here. Beautiful. Wow, that's the penalty. He won the penalty. There's Emmanuel Dennis, and he converted. He won and converted. Yes, and that is, he will be scored. He also among the scorers on that day. Yes, and that is the final whistle, signaling that it is Sao Tome 0, Nigeria 10. People have been talking about comparing Yekini and Osime, and then say, okay, fine, Yekini is the goal father, but I think maybe Osime is a bit, how do I say, sharper or more precise when it comes to nodding with the head, and that is what we are seeing. We are seeing there in most of his. Of course, that is beautiful. An assist from him. He returned the favor. He returned the favor after he has been set up to score his own goal. So the Super Eagles are they're topping the table, like we say, and I don't know how the next matches they are going to play will be home and away against Guinea-Bissau. So if we win those two, we would have qualified before the return matches against Sao Tome. So, okay, Sao Tome will come into Lagos in a return match, while we'll be going to Sierra Leone to play the Sierra Leoneans. So that is how it ended in Morocco. The Super Eagles, 10 goals they nodded in, and they didn't concede any. Of course, I am waiting to come to you. I know you are there. My guy, my partner, my friend, is in the house. How are you, Okwe?
Yeah, thanks, Ken, for having me. And that is just the aroma and flavor of victory, to the extent that you were so carried away with the 10-in batching, and you forgot me. But again, you forgot that last week I told you I would be having a cricket score because of the pitch. If that match was played in Abuja, I won't have 10-0. I said it last week that because of that pitch in Morocco, yes, that will be having a cricket score for the Super Eagles, and that has come to pass.
So if we had played our match against Sierra Leone in Morocco, do you think we would have beaten them more than 2-1?
No. Yes, but not the cricket, not high scoring. We took the Sierra Leoneans to Benin, were 4-0 up, and then they came out 4-4. And of course, that was that was the barometer for the area of Nigeria. Well, and after that match and one other match, so we just saw the handwriting on the other, and of course, it was better late than never for the Frenchman.
It's better late than never for the Frenchman. Okay, let us look at the list of the countries that have qualified for Qatar in 2022. We know that going into that, that on the last days we're having 30 teams. I was saying, okay, they remain 32. Nigeria is not going. There is something we would have loved to do, but probably by next week we should do that. Get the rankings of all the 32 teams, because as it stands, it's like Ghana is the least ranked team going to the World Cup. So if Ghana is the least ranked team, and Ghana is the team that sent us out, I don't know how it would have been for us, feeling that probably this is one thing that we should have put in the pocket.
Even the final eliminator for the African series, yes, who were one of the seeded 5 teams.
Yes, so exactly.
It's no news that they are the least of, because if we were there, we would have been one of the highly placed because the Ghanaians were even not in top 5 in Africa.
In Africa.
And of course, the demon of away goals rules stopped the Eagles once more. The same way we had that draw against Angola.
Pele stormed the world.
Yes.
The second time they boasted, it was Maradona that took the shine. Now we are going to the third time. Who do you think he's going to? Is he Argentina or Brazil? Or probably Uruguay will now start the world. Maybe in Nigeria. Oh, Nigeria will qualify for 2026. It might just be Nigerian.
Yes, and 1970, that was when football became sort of a pop culture.
Yeah.
Football on TV, and people were able to see, not listen to commentary, they were able to see the Pele of 1958 worldwide in the heat of Mexico. Then 1986, the Mexicans sort of did a favor to Joan Avalanche because Colombia was supposed to host, and because of the earthquake, his personal friend took over the hosting of the World Cup in '86, and there we saw a Maradona we knew in 1977 from the World Youth Championship, and he actually justified all the hype that he could not do in España 82, and Mexico 86 was actually for Diego Armando Maradona, and of course, coming to Mexico 2026, definitely another star should be born.
Another star should be born, like I just said. He said Diego Armando Maradona blossomed right there with, first of all, the hand of God. I don't think God helped that. I don't think it was God that held that hand. But that's what he said. Because there's no way you can outjump, Shelton, no matter how you want to do it. But the guy did it and put the ball in the net. And then I think the Tunisian referee. It's a Tunisian referee, I think so.
An African referee.
But I think it's Tunisian. I'm trying to, yeah. And they didn't see it, and then the linesman didn't see it, and then, but most of us watching on telly saw it that the guy jumped up and used his hand.
After the replay.
No, even before.
I saw after the replay.
Okay, because of us, it was, of course, everybody will be.
Then you saw Terry Butcher and coach trying to tell the referee,
this guy used his hand.
Again, unfortunately, it has to be an African referee. But again, when a referee dish out 3 yellow cards,
Graham Paul,
English
but that is an English referee.
Yes,
that was
when the English were complaining about the standard of football in Africa in 1986, it was just
in 2006,
20 years after it was.
Graham Paul,
the cream de la cream of English
let me ask you this. But he issued the first yellow card. So when he issued the second one to the same player, he didn't know that nobody, even at the opposing side, nobody knew that.
The pressure of that match.
Yes.
So people were not even, it just like, we're not even under pressure when we feed Shehu Abdullahi. Because we had more accumulated points. That was why we're not even taken out of 2018 World Cup.
But people were running commentary on that match. People were watching that match. People were on the bench on that match, on both sides, until he issued the third one. So I don't understand. I don't.
It happens.
I don't understand. Okay. Well, let us see if we can see the list of you've seen them, but the cities. We are going to have a. Okay. Like I said, these are the teams that are qualified for the World Cup.
So the host team in Group 1, that is Qatar. Ecuador there, Senegal, African representative, Netherlands, the Dutch. Then Group B, we have England, we have Iran, we have USA, and we have Wales. And that is very interesting when you have USA and Iran in the same group, which is, of course, happening for the second time.
Yes.
Then Group C, we have Argentina, we have Saudi Arabia, we have Mexico, and we have Poland. Then Group D, we have France, we have Australia, we have Denmark, and we have Tunisia, of course, the first African team to get a victory at the World Cup. Then Group P, we have the Spaniard, we have Costa Rica, the new league team that just joined. We have Germany, and we have Japan. And Group F, I remember the last time the Japanese qualified the Senegalese because of their fair play record.
Yeah.
So in Group F, we have Belgium, we have Canada. I think Canada should be a replica of Nigeria there. We have Morocco, and we have the informed Croatia.
Yeah.
Then in Group G, we have the ever-present Brazil, we have Serbia, we have Switzerland, and we have Cameroon. And these are at least like the third time Brazil and Cameroon will be the same group. They were there in 1994, they were there in 2014, and in 2022. So Group H, we have Portugal, we have Ghana in the same group again, we have Uruguay, and we have Korea Republic, which is South Korea.
We have Korea Republic, and then in '94, a lot of things happened. A lot of things happened to Cameroon. And then Oleg Salenko, scoring 5 goals, five goals against the Cameroonians.
And before that, I think that match against Brazil was the worst match I ever watched in the Indomitable Lions play, because their first shot on target, in fact, not off or on, was when Jamila came in. It was, I think, 81st minute, and I could not just believe my eyes, because it was unthinkable. Brazil against Cameroon were hyped that, yes, the Brazilians coming from Italian 90 were able to do something, but they were just armless. They could not do anything.
I think that is where, people say, look, the president has to intervene, go and bring in Roger Millet, go and do all those things. I remember in Nigeria too, before why we didn't go to 1978 World Cup, they have to go and call back some players and stuff. So sometimes they say this disrupts the team rhythm, the chemistry, the synergy, the understanding that the team has. And then I don't know how, if a team has already preparing, so okay, go and bring a bet. Ironically, it was the same Roger Miller that scored the only goal. Yeah, against the Russians, that 5-1 dropping. Yes. He came up and scored.
But that's why I say, even against Brazil, their first shot was by Roger Miller in the 81st minute.
So okay, so that is it. Those are the teams, and then like you said, Costa Rica and all right, okay. I was just trying to say which are the last 2 teams that qualify, but right now we have to go on a very short break. When we come back, we shall open the lines. Rivers United fans, is it you home and dry? What do you think is going to happen with Nigerian 10-0 win? Are we right there? A lot of questions that we need your answers from when we return. Stay with us. But on Sunday, and then before we went on break, we're talking about the host cities and then also the teams that have qualified. But like we said, we want to give you a start here, and let us see the attendances, at the highest attendances at the World Cup, because a lot of footballing nations have hosted. But this is what we have.
Yes,
the most attendance happened in 1994.
Yes, and unfortunately, US, when they got that bid, it was as if how would they get the crowd?
Yes.
And again, because they were using more of those pitches for their American football and baseball and whatever. So that again was like an attraction, and of course the sensitization, you can't take it away from. I think Rosenborg was the chairman of the LOC, so they really did much work.
To galvanize the people. I mean, that even if we are calling it soccer, this is it.
And because it was not even the kind of soccer they were used to, but because after the revolution in '77, when they brought out the Palace of this world, Beckenbauer of this world, and
they all went to Santos. They all went, the New York Cosmos.
Long break. So
yes,
they shocked the world. They have the population, and of course we could see it because they also did the LOC did their own work.
But what is more remarkable about this is that the 3,587,538
matches
was coming under 52 matches.
That's what I'm saying.
Which means if it has been 64 matches, as because after they increased the number of teams that qualified for the World Cup, if it was 64 matches that they played, we're talking about close to more than 5 million. Yeah, because look at 12 more matches. If you add 12 matches to this, tell me what you are going to get.
Okay, I just said it that the LOC under a certain rules, but they did their own work very, very well. And because they from day one, the fear was they will be having empty stadia. That was the fear from FIFA.
Yes.
And of course, they had to, because when they did the SWOT analysis,
they are not a footballing nation.
That was the weakness and the threat to the competition. So they focused on that area, and this is what we have. Now, take Russia 2018, for instance.
Yes.
Russia, it was visa-free. All you need to do to enter Russia was the match ticket. Yet, we're having the least attendance in how many years?
In how many years?
So it's about doing the homework, and of course, the American guys, you give it to them.
And I tell you, so if the one they are going to host, the figures we are going to see in 2026 will wow everybody. So that is it. Those are the top teams. USA 94, yeah, this is the highest you have, and that was their Brazil in 2015. Of course, that is a footballing nation.
Brazil, their own challenge was because of the distance. Yes. You had more people even outside than inside the stadium. You had the farm park, more people watching from there.
Of course, they reduce the sizes of the stadium. It was the Maracana of 100 and something thousand.
Instead of traveling, because you know the size of Brazil is very huge. People will stay in a place and just the farm park and watch. But if they had counted viewership, I think Brazil will have topped the chart. And
that is what we are saying, that in Qatar they won't have to travel far distances, because I think we discussed with Mitchell, and they were saying, look, you can just move from one place, maybe a few minutes you have get to the other stadium, and just like that.
The WAFU Nations, the WAFU World Cup initiated by Chief Odegbami had worked. Will have, but the distances will not even have been as much as that we had in Brazil. Because
and the topography, because some of those roads you are climbing down the hill. Some of them you will travel in the forest for so many whatever. But we thank God that we went and came back safely, and that was it. Okay, well, we also talk about like the final two teams to join, to qualify for the World Cup: Australia and Costa Rica. But the story about the guy who scored the last penalty, a kick for Australia to qualify them. We're going to make a special story on that probably in the subsequent editions of this show. But he was born in, he's from South Sudan, born in a refugee camp in Kenya, and himself and his family emigrated, to Australia. And he says, this is a way of paying you back, Australia. You did this, you welcome my family, and then the only way is to send Australia to the World Cup. Of course, we saw the keeper making that last save, and also in Costa Rica qualifying, who will forget the goalkeeper in Keylor Navas, one of the best goalkeepers in the world. But most people don't know their nationalities. If you see them in big teams, you see them in Real Madrid, you see them in PSG, and say, man, where is this guy coming from? But these guys, their country struggle to qualify, has to play intercontinental playoffs in order to get there. I mean, this is a celebration, when they qualified. I tell you, nothing beats that. That is what we missed in Lagos, because we would have been, dancing, if Ghana. But this is what Ghana, it is Ghana that will be going there. It is Ghana that will be going, not Nigeria.
We will not have had this kind of euphoria in Lagos, because already the Nations Cup, the World Cup was becoming like a birthright, and we're like used to qualifying for the World Cup. And of course, we had that knock. And we have to go back.
I remember when you guys start using this birthright, for the first time it was used, the team boomeranged. You understand? It was because it was a birthright, and then we didn't go to the AFCON that year in Egypt, where somebody said it was our birthright.
No, but Ken, if you look at our trajectory concerning the World Cup,
yes,
our closest route to the World Cup then was 78, and if we had even won against
Tunisians,
we have waited for the double header between Egypt and Tunisia. Yeah. So it was not even winning guarantees automatic qualification, because Egypt will still need to play Tunisia home and away. So, but 82 were African champions, and the last bus stop were the team we beat effortlessly in the finals. And of course, you talked about recalling players from retirement, and that did us more evil than good, and we lost on our turf 2-0, and for almost 20 years, we never lost on home ground anymore after that shock. And we went to Algeria, it was 2-1. So 86 again, we had like the second to the last route against the Tunisians. And of course, we won 1-0 here. We got to Tunis, we lost 2-0. But again, the Tunisians lost 7-1 on aggregate to the Algerians in 86. So 1990, almost there again. Cameroon in Ibadan, 2-0. We needed a draw in Yaoundé and got 1-0. Western Force Mine. So 94, we got it right. 98, we beat on it. 2002, we got it right. 2006, we took it for granted. We missed the bus. So we came back 2010. 2014, 2018, and of course, here we are.
No, we go 3, we miss 1. We go 3, we miss 1. I mean, so it is predictable. It is predictable.
So that's been our story.
It is predictable. That's been our story. Okay, there is a story we want to take here. And it has to do with you know, the NFF elections that are supposed to come up, you know, in September. Nothing as at now. You know, the AGA, the annual general assembly would have met, you know, pick the electoral committee that would, you know, do that, draw up the guidelines so that, you know, those who want to contest will now know that, you know, these are the rules and the regulations guiding that particular election. Because as it stands since December, they've not been able to meet because there is a court order. There is a court order. The players union, you know, wrote them. Okay. All right. Take this letter.
This was a letter written by the chairman Gombe State FA to the President Nigerian Football Federation through the General Secretary. Extension of deadline. You may wish to recall that the underlisted Congress members forwarded a resolution dated 15th May 2022, which was received on 19th May 2022 by the Office of the President. 2, that the deadline demanding for the vacation of the ex parte order and notice of the AGA from the Executive Committee have elapsed. 3, that the underlisted Congress members are yet to receive any response from the Executive Committee. However, for the sake of good order, we wish to extend the deadline for 2 weeks. That is 14 June 2022. 4, that failure to act by the expiration of this notice shall lead to the next line of action. Thank you, Yakubu Sama, Chairman, Gombe State FA, for the underlisted Congress members. He copied the Honorable Minister of Youth and Sport, Chairman, Senate Committee on Sport, Chairman, House Committee on Sport, all Executive Committee members, NFF.
All right. This letter was probably written by 28 FA chairmen. And then, I mean, they have been labeled as the rebel FA chairman. So we tried as much as possible to see if we can get them to speak on this show today. We made some calls, and then we were made to understand that even as we speak, our meetings are still being held. So it is based on the outcome that they can come and speak to us and let Nigerians know what their stance are. But for now, they are saying that the FA has done nothing to vacate that particular court judgment. I mean, and then as it is going, it is becoming almost impossible for them to meet the minimum time between when they are to set the deadlines and when the elections will hold. That if care is not taken, we might be moving into having the FIFA have a normalization committee that will run Nigerian football. So this is very, 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 very critical. We recall that those aggrieved players members wrote to the FA, Nigerian Football Federation, and said, please, the way the house is constituted, the way the members of the NFF is constituted is skewed towards a particular member, which is the state FAs. That we have 44 members who are there, and these 44 members are those who decide who becomes the the NFF president in Nigeria. And then out of those 44 members, we have the players, we have the state FAs, we have the referees, we have the coaches association and stuff like that, about 5 of them. One of them, which is the state FAs, have 37 members, leaving only 7 members for the other, members of the FA. So if this is the position, they're saying let equity. Now, I think they gave the FA 90 days before they went to court.
Yes, I think this thing is very straightforward.
Yeah.
And again, I just wonder the problem we have as a nation with elections. And the first time I had to query this was when 36 state governors, leaders of leaders, had election, yes, and we could not get the result.
At 17 and 19.
Just 36.
Yes.
36. So now, if you are saying that instead of having state chairmen, one slot.
Yes.
So maybe coaches association also should have 36.
So
just replicate the same thing. So for every block, let there be 36 members.
Of course.
No, with Abuja, so 37. I think that settles it.
So there will be equity. 37 coaches association bring 37 members. Referee bring 37.
Yes.
FA bring 37. Players don't bring 37. And then they all now go over there. And then so that is so
if you don't want to have that over-bloated ball, we could just say, okay, we have unwritten 6 sub-zones: southwest, south-south, southeast, northwest, north-central, northeast. So let's have it like each association brings 6 members, and that settles it.
Of course, so from your zones.
Yeah, so if we have 7 blocks and we have 6 members, so that gives us 42 members.
42.
So that's
but it now become equity. And yes. Because there was a time, because people don't understand, before we arrived at this, I remember when there was the all-powerful, when the league body, the professional league body, were producing 20 members. I think that was it about 82 or 92? I can't remember the final figure then. But that bulk figure, which they have, give them that part, the vote and block, that whoever they support eventually will win. And then you now went and amended the constitution, made the professional league to produce one member, and then the FA to produce 37 members. We don't know how it is, but we say to Georgia is better than to war. I think like what these guys are saying, let us go to the table, let us vacate this thing so that we can discuss and move Nigeria. Nobody should hold Nigerian football, into the ransom. It is not done. So that is what we are saying here. We do believe that at the end of whatever discussions they are having now, we should be able to get a clearer path on how this thing can be solved and resolved, so that, it is laying a solid foundation that matters. I believe right now probably we can take some calls if the lines are open, so that you guys can join this discussion on some of the issues that we have been looking at today. While still on that, let us look at also the Golden State Warriors. We discussed it here, that it was 2-2. The Celtic won, the Warriors won. The Celtic won, the Warriors won. And from then on, it was the Warriors that won, the last 2, winning it 4-2. And that is their seventh championship as a team. And their fans celebrated.
And they are like the 5th final in like 6-7.
Yes, that is this is a generation.
Yes, and when they could have given us the invisible season, which was the most painful,
yes.
The regular season they were unbeaten, invisible, and only when it got to the final itself, they let it slip. So that was is like still a painful memory for them, but I think
that was against the Cavaliers. Yes. They were 3-1 up,
and in the regular season they were invisible.
Yes.
So we were looking for, just like Pep was saying, the whole world expected Liverpool to do the quadruple. So it was like their season that season, and of course it ended in tears.
Yes, and then the man Steph Curry, the man keep on saying, I am the one, and even if before the final game that he played, that is record of at least dropping a 3-pointer, but he has the longest streak, the longest running streak of throwing 3-pointers in NBA history.
And of course, we have to feel for our Nigerian.
Yes, Ume Udoka, the man. He took Celtic to the final in so many donkey years. So the last time they've been there, so you can't take that away from him. He has made his mark. He has shown that he can do it. He's one of the best coaches that they produce to take your team to the final. No.
If he has the DNA, and that tells you that if not for the electoral and administrative issues we had, maybe we will have had more email Doka locally. But when your domestic league has not functioned for 4 or 5 years,
the thing is, we have the gene, we have the DNA for basketball. We have shown it. Now that we started coming in, we have it for football. We have it for short distances. We have it for boxing. We have it for wrestling.
We used to have it for short distances, but the Kenya man. There was a time out of the 5, 6 continents, Nigerians were the record holder in 100 meters in the 4 continents.
Yes.
Nigerian-born sprinters were record holder in 4 continents.
Yes.
And from nowhere, even now in Africa, Kenya is the record holder, African record holder. And
the guy did that. Okay, let's take Sean. Hello, Sheson. Sheson, how are you?
Yeah, fine. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Sheson.
Yeah. Please, I want to ask, when next are we playing? When next Nigeria playing? And which country are we playing next?
I think the next window should be, I'm not too sure, but probably in September or so. But you know, we have played, there are 4 teams in the group. We have played Sierra Leone. We have played South African Principal. So the next one is Guinea-Bissau. So it will be a double header with Guinea-Bissau, home, and we'll play them home and away in that break.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Yeah. So that will be, if we win, if we are able to overcome that, then you know, I mean, we would have been there. Yeah. But like you were saying, we are a basketballing nation. Repeat, the ladies that we have not denied the opportunity to go to the World Cup that they have qualified for. I mean, nothing can be more painful.
It was not a white card.
I don't understand this.
Now, the implication in this, while they were playing the qualifier, they were losing their bonuses in their clubs.
Yes.
They were not from this list. So they sacrificed their bonuses over there. They came here and we're just taking them on the white goose chase, which is not fair.
In 1994, we won the AFCON. To go and defend it in 96, we withdrew. Now we have qualified for a World Cup. How I wish it was the Super Eagles that qualified for the World Cup and Nigeria withdrew from football.
No, we've done it before, so nothing will happen.
No. In football, that we qualified for the World Cup.
Nations Cup, we lost 2 Nations Cup.
Yes.
We did not even qualify because we're under ban. So when the qualifiers for 90, Burkina Faso 98 was on, we're under ban. So we could not even... No, we have to come back.
We would have been banned. Yes, no, even that 2000 they gave us. They just gave us. It was messy. All right, Abubakar, how are you?
Well, sir.
Good afternoon. How are you?
I'm doing well, sir. Thank you.
Yeah. Go on. Hello, Abubakar. Hello. I know you are there.
Doing well, sir. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Go on. Go on.
I'm doing well, sir.
Thank you.
I'm watching your program and I'm so very happy, sir. You guys are doing well over there.
All right. Thank you very much.
Yeah, please, I'm happy seeing people celebrating from other nations.
Okay.
From other nations. I want you to please help us to show the video clip of people that are also mourning not going to the World Cup. Hello, sir.
We are not mourning. We are not mourning. There is no video clip. In fact, we thought you didn't see where they thought. Okay, let's see if we can get that clip. We'll show it to you. When they destroyed the national stadium of Abuja.
Just like Nigeria, please, sir. Yeah. Yeah, because.
Abubakar.
We are not going to be there. We are crying.
Yes, I know we are crying. It's okay.
We love our national team and we want them to be there.
Yeah, but 2026, by His grace, I think Nigeria will be there if we get it right. We have a coach now. Let's hope. I think it's a short-term contract. Okay, Abubakar, thank you very much, Abubakar. Thank you.
Oh, he has told us that he wants to win the AFCON.
Let him win that is the first step.
Yes, so he's very direct. No, let's see how it goes. He has been very direct from day one.
No, for us, that is what he said.
Yes, that he wants to win the AFCON. And I think you can now judge him by what he has said.
We can judge him by what he has said. I remember that after this 2022 AFCON, I'm going to have to have after that 2023 AFCON because we are reverting to the odd years. So
we played this year because of COVID.
Yes, but if FIFA now goes to has said, let us have this World Cup every 2 years, it means I'm going to have AFCON, World Cup.
I don't see how the World Cup every 2 years will happen.
And then the specialness, that uniqueness, that you say because you are all there, it becomes as if it is every day.
The World Cup every 2 years will not happen. At least not in this generation.
Well, when we were in secondary school, they taught us in economics about articles of ostentation and giving goods. Giving goods are goods you don't appreciate. Yeah. The thing will not become that you can just see it everywhere. I mean, we call it pure water in Nigeria. So you get it done.
No, because with the 4 years, at least you still, the memories, you talk about it, you celebrate
exactly.
it. Depending when you enter qualification. And that vanishes and you start looking forward to the next.
Okay, let's go to Abuja. We'll get Yakubu on the line. Hello, Yakubu. How are you?
I'm good, and you?
We are okay. We are enjoying ourselves right here. How is Abuja?
Hello.
Hello. How is Abuja, Yakubu?
Abuja is good today.
All right. Go on.
In regards to the issue you're talking about, the composition of the Congress of NFF.
Yes, yes.
I think one major thing that many people don't understand out there is that those affiliates we're talking about are the ones that the bodies that elect the FA chairman from the states.
Okay, okay.
If you go to every body that make up the electorate from the state that elect a FA,
okay,
you have the local government, local council chairman, which by constitution, by status, can come from either coaches, club owners, referees, etc.
Okay.
Block. Then you have the coaches association, the referees association, the players union, etc., etc. These are the ones that constitute the body that elects FA chairman.
Okay.
You can come from any of these. Like if you go to Borno, the chairman of FA from Borno State, Alhaji Babagana Kali, is from Players Union.
Okay.
He's an ex-junior international. If you go to Bauchi Pascal, he's from Players Union.
Yeah.
If you go to Pano, Ahalan, he's from Players Union. If you go to Cross River, he's from Players Union. Bayelsa is from Players Union. If you go to Adama, he's an ex-referee. If you go to... So when you see all these things, people don't understand when you say that chairman form a block.
Okay.
There's no block like chairman's block. When you go to states, anybody can contest and be chairman. So when you are representing a chairman's block.
Okay.
Yakubu,
let me ask you, because you see, when in the statute of the FA, they said these are the members of the FA. You understand? And then they were listed as 1, 2, 3, 4 as constitution coming from different constituencies. You get what I'm trying to say. It's not as if you cannot be from anywhere to be an FA chairman. You can be that. But in the statute of the FA, it was the members of the FA as listed as individual entity. That is the thing. Remember, like I said, there was a time that the professional league has 20 members, isn't it? Do you remember that?
Yes.
Good. Yes. So I mean, so it was the AGA that met and said, no, we want to cut it to this. So if each group says, instead of all of us going one person, okay, we have to go and contest at this one, we can have 37 in that statute. Does it doesn't reflect. I understand what you said. Yes.
You know,
go on.
Yeah. So you see, it says it has these members. All these members are affiliate members of the NFF.
5 affiliates.
Yes, all
good. So that is what we are saying. 5 affiliates. Yes.
All affiliate members, including the chairman, including the state FAs. The state FAs are affiliates.
The state FA is an affiliate as a member. The state affiliate as one member, not as 37 members. The referee as one member, not as 37 members. In that statute.
The referees have, excuse me, the referees have one member.
Okay.
The referees have one member, the coaches have one member, but you can discover that the chairman doesn't have one member because as a referee, as a referee, as a coach, you can still come as a chairman.
You see, that is exactly what we are saying here. Understand? I mean, to me, we are just here trying to put the matter before you. We are not saying that is from what we are saying, that they should meet together and discuss and arrive at something. So people gave you a notice, you didn't respond.
I think the understanding of the status and the position of everyone is what actually matters most.
Okay. All right.
Yes. Okay. The understanding of the status and where everybody comes in and play a role. I think that. So if the bodies, all the affiliates, that is the major stakeholders can come together. For instance, now in the board, in the executive board, you have people that are not FA chairmen. Of course, I think this is one area of argument. When you look at the people like Anyasi, people like Pundit.
Yeah, because there are some people that are supposed to be.
This is one of the areas that we keep agitating.
Yes, Yakubu. You remember also, I think part of what you're agitating for is that there are some electable posts in the FA, which were now nominated. You understand that you are supposed to occupy them if you are elected, but those who are there are not elected. Somebody appointed them. So I think there is a kind of abnormality.
This is also one area that is very debatable because the NLO, the nationwide, the Women League, the LMC is supposed to be actually an elected.
Exactly.
Every stakeholder understood that this is how it should be.
Yes.
I think this is one area also that is debatable, that is actually arguable, that needs to be amended so that at least the status will be maintained.
Yes.
So I think the one thing is that there's need for all the stakeholders to come together so that at least all interests will be taken care of.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Agbo, for your contribution. Very enlightening. Thank you very much. We want to go on a very short break. When we come back, the lines will still be open. And then we also see how Rivers United are close to picking their first NPFL title. Stay with us. Okay, you're welcome to Channel Sport on Sunday. The show is still on. You're back. We're just back from the break. And then before we went on break, we had that incisive contribution from Yakubu. And then I think that is what this show is all about, you know, hearing from both sides and getting enlightened so that the ultimate aim is for us to achieve that goal of oneness and development in our sports. Let us come back, like we said, let us look at what, after yesterday, the matches were played yesterday at the NPFL, we shall look at the result and look at the implication of that result. Okay, but we have a call on the line. Can we take the call? Hello? It's lost it. Hello? Is it still there?
Yeah, hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Adeye. How are you?
Yeah, it's a good I can hear you loud and clear, and going to talk about football and Nigerian sport.
Yeah.
But I want to make a little contribution to the Nigerian football, NFF right now.
Okay.
Talking about, I think it's at the whole Nigerian Football Federation and saying 37 FA chairmen can decide the future of our Nigerian football, I think is absolutely wrong.
Yeah.
Because that is just one arm of Nigerian football.
Yeah.
When you talk about equal representation, is zero when it comes to NFF. That is why you see a lot of drama, a lot of crisis here and there. Where is the interest of the major stakeholders?
Yeah.
When you talk about major stakeholders, the people who invest their money in Nigerian football, the club owners, where is at stake? And you say for football, club owners will bring one representative, and some people will sit down in one village, in one locality. Some of them cannot even write their names. They don't even know what the rules and regulations of Nigerian football means, and now decide the fate of the people who invest heavily in Nigerian football. I think it's wrong. The club owners should have their own votes. You talk about the Premier League, they should have, every club should have a vote because they are major stakeholders. They are competing in Nigerian football. It's zero. Women League also should have representation. If you have in the Women League, they should have vote. If you have in the Premier League, they should have 15 votes. If you're talking about the second tier of the Nigerian League, everybody should have a vote because they are stakeholders. They invest in Nigerian football. They should have a vote. The referees should also have a vote. The players' union should have their own vote, but not just one session. Arrogating powers for themselves, calling themselves FA chairman, they see themselves as small god, and this is laughable when you see some of them. You will be amazed, and when you see them, you say, are these the people deciding the fate of Nigerian football? Going forward, I think the right thing to do is to break down this power. Let every stakeholder have his own right, his own stake in development and contribution to Nigerian football. So we should not just look at it. I think they should expand that thing until the Premier League, the Pro League, the Women League, the whatever, the referees union, the players union, everybody should have a certain number. 44 votes. It can't take us anywhere. If we want Nigerian football to grow, I think that is the right way to go. Some people talking about here that the representation of the FA selfish. That is callous and wicked of him to even come on the national TV to talk to defend that that matter. So I want us to say it the way it is. I understand the business. For you to come out to analyze it the way you've been analyzing it, and even educating the so-called people that claim it's to football that don't know. If you go to FIFA, how many votes do we have? And you understand? So it should be expanded. And let's look at all these things holistically. And you must continue to preach these things. The media houses continue to educate Nigerians because these things are done in secrecy, black market business. It should stop. Our football must go. It should not be some certain people that can get powers to themselves and want to decide and over around the Nigerian football like a fowl that just had eggs on our eggs. Please.
Thank you very much, Ade. Thank you. Thank you very much. I think we are having very incisive contributions here. We're having those who understand what the
I don't want him to fault. Was it Yaya?
Yeah, Yakubu.
Yakubu said. What Yakubu was saying was that those constituent blocks are already in
the voting of the FA chairman.
So, which of course he said it was also debatable. But what we are saying, why I will align with Adeleye is this: it's like saying because you have a local government chairman, you should also nominate people into various the state executive council because like every local government needs to produce a commissioner. So because you have a state local government chairman, he should just submit name or submit himself. So that's what we are saying, because we recognize the state FA as a block.
And they are just a member.
A member.
Yes.
So you can now replicate and make them into 37, while the other ones still maintain
one.
Their single.
You even reduce the club owners, because the club will be 20, you reduce that to one.
So that is what we are saying here. So if we have to make it like the 6 unwritten geopolitical zone, so let Northwest produce one state FA. Let the Coaches Association produce one state FA for Northwest, North Central, Northeast, and the 3
you produce one of your FA chairman comes from there, one referee comes from there, one players member comes from there, and then we now have equity.
So at the end of the day, we will have a board of more than 42 people.
So all the members will now come in, and then we now
do not this lopsided favors one side.
Yes, I think that is true. Okay, let's see the result, like we said, of the league that was played yesterday. NPFL matches were played. So we'll look at it and also the fixture along there. Okay.
So Abia Warriors 3-2 winners over Kano Pillars. Kano Pillars are tilting towards relegation again. Atlan 1-0 over Katsina United. A bargain draw between table-topping Rivers United and third position team Enugu Rangers. For today, a derby, Dakada takes on Aqua United. Remo Stars, the Battle of the Stars, takes on Lobby Stars. Kwa United at home to Sunshine Stars. Wiki Tourist, entertaining Shooting Stars. Another United derby, Plateau United takes on Gombe United. Then we have MFM taking up Enyimba.
So let us look, after that, the thing, you guys look at the top, there is just one team. It's like somebody's not a 2 or 3 this time. It's becoming,
so Rivers United 71 points, followed by Plateau United with a game in hand, 60 points. Though they were even, if they win their game in hand, they will be 63, 8 points.
Yes.
So from the past 7-point gap, it has been extended. So Enugu Rangers 52 points, Enyimba 51 points. Remo Stars are 50 points. That is the top 5. Then 16 to 18, we have 16 Lobby Stars 40 points. Atlant 40 points. Kano Pillars 39 points. Dakada 37 points.
Okay, so FM. So Kano Pillars are back. All right, let's take Ruben. Ruben is calling us from Sapele. Okay, we know Ruben. Ruben is a regular, one of our regular contributors. Hello, Ruben. How are you?
Mr. Ken.
Ruben, how are you? How is Sapele?
Fine.
All right.
Ken, at least we were able to laugh a little. It was like a comedy on Monday when the Super Eagles played Sao Tome.
Comedy. We scored 10 great goals. You said it's comedy.
No,
What's comedy?
We've not had with Genedro and all of them. We have not had it better, even with the low teams.
Okay.
So, but you see, my take is this. Let's not take anything away from the coach. There's something I like about what he said. He said he's coming to win. Unlike the one that was building for 6 years. He's always building, always discovering new players. This one, he knows.
Okay.
You want to build. You're not building anybody massive. You go there to either win trophy or you're out. So this guy, and he wants to work with them to win trophy, to win the African Cup of Nations. So I think we should keep watching and see what comes out of it.
Okay, but if Guinea-Bissau shock you guys, don't turn around again.
No problem. The point is this: whether they shock us or not.
Yes.
The point is whether they shock us or not. The coach wants to win. He knows that these players are professional. The kind of play.
All right.
Like if you are talking of Arsenal, for instance, now say that
I know you will come to Arsenal. I know, Ruben. I've been waiting. Give them a break.
Okay. Good day in Lagos. Have a blessed
Thank you, Ruben. Thank you. They are holidays. They just say, let them enjoy in peace. Not that when they see Ruben calling from Scotland, they know that you want to hammer them.
For Ken, again, we should also be fair to Ro. He came in when we had missed 2 back-to-back AFCON.
He came in for please.
He was given a semi-final target, which he met. But again,
leave me alone.
He entered a decline, so he had to go. Not that at least the first instance he delivered on his target, on his mandate. But of course, when the decline set in, loss of the initial returns.
Can we just see the league table again? Because so that we can the league table, the NPFL's league table again, please, if it is possible. Because like I said, Kano Pillars are right there at 39 points. Dakar at the 7th.
In fact, from the 12th team, Abia Warriors to the 18th team, Kano Pillars, what separate them is just
3 points.
3 points. Yeah. Kano Pillars, they have a match.
And that match is against Dakar. They've not played that match against Dakar.
If they win, they go
42.
So you are saying from the 12th team to the 18th team will just be 2 points.
2 points. So I know it will go difference that might decide who is going to go.
Back to the
because like MFM is they're almost losing it because even if they win the outstanding match, it's going to be
34.
It's going to be it's going to be 36. They're on 30.
They'll be on 36.
Yeah, they'll be on 36.
So no team
and they're playing Enyimba today. They're playing Enyimba today, so I hope they win. I hope they win that. In
fact, I even say from the 9th team, which is 45 points.
Yes.
No team is actually safe.
No team is safe
in the NNL.
Okay, that is the beauty of the Nigerian league. Just win 2 matches. If you win 2 matches back to back, it catapults you there.
Win all your matches.
Reverse. Okay, reverse. Right, saying hello. We want to go where?
Yeah. So again, let's see the under 17 team. Let's wish them well and hope they get to the final and actually win the Wafu leg.
Okay, today you see that Tio is not here. Tio Agbola, the kid in the house, because today Tio is a father and his daughter is giving. There's a naming ceremony for his daughter today. The daughter will have a name. When next to come, the daughter will have a name. It was birthday wishes also for Yemi. Yemi still in the house. Yemi was a queen son because Yemi was her birthday was yesterday. His wife Yemi Bakare, his wife's birthday is today. Bisi Bakare, happy birthday Yemi. Happy birthday Bisi. I know BC, of course, something happened. We'll discuss that later on. But we are wishing the family happy birthday. Lovely Cerebral from Chatham. We are wishing you a very, very, very happy birthday. And Serena Ochonogo, yes, you are also all June kids. I want to wish you guys a happy birthday. And for here, we say, have a very blessed Sunday. I'm Ken Ochonogo dropping the pen. Stay blessed.